Hello and greetings of the day, viewers. We are presently trying to figure out the scoring system of IELTS examination. In the last video, I explained the concept of task achievement with some simple examples. Moving on, let us now understand these terms that sound so complicated that the test takers either fail to understand or start dreading the exam. So just grab a cup of tea or coffee, sit on a relaxing chair and watch the video. These jargons will get simplified for you within a few minutes from now. So next in the IELTS evaluation criteria, we have to focus on coherence and cohesion. Otherwise, even if you know what is task achievement all about, you won't be able to achieve it properly. I know you are sitting with your mug of tea or coffee. So before we start, let me share an article that I read on how to make a cup of tea, the typical Indian style tea. So this is what I read. So my dear friends, you want tea? You want to make it? You want it Indian style? I will help you. You need some hot boiling water, a strainer, a mug, and 1 spoon tea granules. You would also require sugar, a mug in which you will pour tea, a burner on which you will keep a pan to make tea. We will make Indian style tea today. Then, on the burner, keep the pan. Add tea masala, which you must have ready beforehand. This masala is made with certain ingredients, basically spices that we grow in various parts of India, like cardamom, clove, etc. Now pour half cup water in the pan. You can add sugar, but if you don't want, then don't add sugar. Then add milk. But milk will be added after adding tea granules. Now let it boil. I mean the water with everything else. To boil, remember to put on the burner when you keep the pan with water on the burner. Now boil 2-3 times. Now pour in your mug. Now you can have it. Remember to use the strainer to strain tea when you are pouring. Well, if this is how my mom would have taught me how to make a cup of tea, I would have never been able to successfully do it. It sounds so complicated. I bet rocket science is easier than this. If you really want to enjoy this tea making process and have some fun, then translate it in your own language and try speaking out loud. So basically, this is what poor coherence does to our messages. What we want to convey gets delivered in a messy, jumbled up manner. Coherence is something logical or consistent and something that makes sense as a whole. We all know a lot of people say a lot of things that are meaningless. So what do you tell them? Just recall the last time you fought with someone who was completely illogical. I have seen a lot of arguments ending with such words. Hey, you have been blabbering since long, but trust me, all this does not make sense. Your conversation is not at all logical, and you're not even consistent with your argument. Think before you speak. So we all know how important it is to make conversations meaningful, isn't it? Similarly, when you write an essay, a letter, a graph, or during your speaking test, you will have to ensure that your every question is answered in a well-structured manner. Like, you know how a rope can be managed in different ways? You may wrap it in a beautiful way, easy to reuse, or you may just make it an unmanageable item. A lot of people do that when it comes to structuring their ideas. And yes, this is what coherence is all about. The definition of coherence is something logical or consistent and something that makes sense as a whole. Coherence in writing is the logical bridge between words, sentences, and paragraphs. Coherent writing means use of connectors to connect ideas within each sentence and paragraph. The tea-making example that we just read had terrible structuring and poor use of connectors too. The quality of being logical, consistent in what you want to say, and being able to be understood. Your content and ideas must be meaningful, strong, valid, and impactful points. Well, all this is what coherence is all about. In essay writing, coherence is how well your essay is organized and how easily it can be understood by the reader. Is your essay divided into clear paragraphs? Do your ideas progress and build upon one another throughout your essay? Could a well-educated native speaker read your essay and understand your sentences easily? Yes? Great! Then you have good coherence. In my next video, I will help you understand the subset of coherence, that is cohesiveness. So continue watching and don't forget to like and subscribe to Learning Gallery. Happy learning!